Hello everyone and welcome back to town of Salem 2. In this video I saved the town as Red. Hope you enjoy! Okay, I'm number 15 on the list, which is good. Salem first says, "Guys, I got Jackal, what does that mean?" 6 says, "Nice 13. 8 says, "Nice, you're not town." 9 says, "Witch me into myself, for real." I say, "I got star spawn." 9 says, "It would be funny." 13 says, "My recruits are 10 and 2. Okay, so Retributionist is a very underrated role. Probably it's because it's very dependent on the graveyard. So for example, sometimes you are a real Retributionist and the graveyard is like Medusa, serial killer, arsonist, executioner, jester, and you just can't even prove yourself and get hanged because you have a weak claim. But other times there is a monarch in the graveyard, a vigilante in the graveyard, a lookout in the graveyard, a bodyguard in the graveyard, you know. It just depends on the games. Luckily in this game the graveyard was Retributionist friendly, let's say. Rest in peace to 7, the violin. They were killed by a crusader. Let's go! We can whisper freely now. Rest in peace to 9, the monarch. They were killed by the coven. And they didn't knight 1. Nice! So I can use monarch tonight. Rest in peace to 11, the necromancer. They were stabbed by a serial killer. Okay, so we have a serial killer. So the monarch was witched. 2 says, "I've been dream-weaved." I claim TS, by the way. 3 says, "Coroner here." 4 says, "TP for VFA." 3 says, "9 got witched." I say TS for VFA as well. 12 says, TS. 14 says, "Psychic." Good. 2, 15. 1 says, "Ripmon." 13 says, "Yo, this wasn't me, bro. I know I visited 9, but calm down." Psychic Mafiosa. Good. 9, 12. 10 claims TK. 13 says, "I swear this wasn't me." 13 says, "1 isn't common then." 6 says, "TK for VFA." So let's write down the claims. 6 is town killing, 14 is psychic, 12 is town support, 4 is TP, 3 claims coroner, 5 claims TP, 3 says vote for time, 7 vote for time, 13 says me, vote for time, me, vote me. Okay, 1 is TK, 2 is TS, 8 is town power, 13 says no, I didn't tell I should shoot 9 out back. Why are you so defensive? Ten claims TK. 13 is psychic. 6 says, "Think that is everyone." And 15 is me. Three says, "Witch, Dreamweaver, serial killer. I confirmed evil roles." 6 says, "Seems so." 3 says, "I guess I will go witch hunting then." I can use monarch, but do I want to use monarch? That's the question. So I'm unsure who is the Crusader. You know, I could knight 4 or 5, but I don't know who is the Crusader. Maybe let's knight no one or Malay. Wait, we have a town power claim. Let's prove myself on 8. They better be town. I whispered to 8. It was me. There says someone attacked me, but Trickster saved me. 10 says naughty SK. 30 says thank you, Trick. 8 says thanks, I'm jailer by the way. 2 says I was wished. 3 says was jailed by the way. Necromancer has book. 12 says Necro is dead. 3 says yes, so. 5 says Necromancer is dead. I say Necro is dead. 8 says 1, 5, rolls. 4 says Necro is dead. 3 says yeah, Necro was the coven killing. That says 5 in 2 evil wills. Okay, 1 disconnected for some reason. 5 says guess I will full claim. 8 says jailing 2. 5 says I'm Crusader. I say okay. 5 says 8 was attacked last night. I say NECC. 5 says and I got the violin, I think. 6 says Eno. 4 says that's confirmed. 3 says Eno. 14 says 8 can you confirm? I say Eno. 8 says nah. 13 says Memoriam. Wow, crazy. 10 says was anyone dreamweaved? Maybe Dreamweaver has book now? 3 says this is uncounterclaimed cruise. 6 says don't think anyone was. 13 says true. I whispered 8 knighting 8 tonight. I whispered again, I mean cruise. For the stun or whisper? Well, now that Wilding is dead, everyone whispers, yeah. Let's knight the Crusader. That's what I wanted to do knight 2, but I didn't know who was the Crusader. You know, there were 2 town protective claims, and I didn't want to knight someone fake. Because in Oleni, you know, one second the town is winning, the second afterwards they can be in a peculiar situation. Oh, 2 disconnected. That's 2 disconnects. Are they neutrals? Rest in peace to 1, the arsonist. They disconnected from life. Maybe the coven revealed them? 3 says, autopsy 11, killed by serial killer, examine 10, not the killer. I say thank you. 3 says, how are 8 and 5 both dead? What? Rest in peace to the serial killer. Oh no. Crusader was killed by a serial killer. I don't really want to protect 8 after what they said day 3. What? That's your job. Rest in peace to the jailer. They visited a serial killer. They were also killed by the coven. So, to attack them. Rest in peace to 10, the trickster. They were killed by a Crusader. Wait, 10? Unleashed on 6. The Unleashed SK on 6. And 6 is alive. 3 says 6 is Cavan then. I shout, I know who is SK to kill the jailer. They whispered me they will jail too. 3 says 6 is Cavan. Then he says, bro. What detonation was that night? 3 says, Cruz was switched on 6. Get 6. 4 says, I doubt that. I say 2 killed our jailord. 6 says, I now get attacked. Yeah. 3 says, 6 is Cavan. 6 says, you got defense. 3 says, and 6 is Cavan. 14 says, I mean, is it possible that 3 got witched? And no one is dead to this Unleashed then? 4 says, so I can confirm that 3 is coroner. As pirate, with coroner landlubber. 6 is so dead. Three says, Cruz was switched onto 6. Yep. Say, got it. 6 says, we both claim we weren't attacked. 3 says, and he open claimed, hence this is Coven. 6 says, pick who you believe. 3 says, lol. 13 says, I pick nobody, you all are evil. I say, guilty. 6 says, nope. 14 says, Cruz was witched, I guess. 14 is so evil. 3 says, the Cruz was witched onto you, and he open claimed it, so you're a Coven. 13 says, damn. 6 says, 3 gotta go though. 3 says, nice try, bro. Witched Cruz on you. I say, nice. 3 says, okay, Dreamweaver lol. Bro tried mislynching. Okay, so I'm definitely protecting the coroner tonight. The question is, should I use Crusader or Trickster? Trickster had unleashed the attack so they can absorb an attack, but what if there is another serial killer? Or so I'd rather have 3 have powerful defense so that they're protected from everything that isn't Asa, or Bog. And I'm dead. See? When Retributionist has a good graveyard there, the Coven is scared of them. Oh my! 3 is the last one standing. Rest in peace to 4, the pirate that was touched by an arsonist. 12 says, 3 is Arso, I attacked him last night. 13 says, suicide bomb! 4 says, who the hell is the coroner? 3 is coroner, they claimed it. 12 says, 3 had defense. 13 says, wait, did they kill everyone? 14 says, Red used Cruz on them, no? 13 says, accept. LOL. I say, edit, sorry. 13 says, I just murked everyone, Lamau. 12 says, bro. 13 says, accept 3. 13 is an arsonist who was touched by an arsonist because one visited them and they didn't, stay home one night. 14 says, Cora wins. 13 says, I only had 14 and 12 doused. The other also had way more doused than me. 4 says, you should have checked if you were doused. 13 says, I knew I was doused, I just didn't care, lol. Rest in peace to 14, the witch, they were touched by an arsonist. 14 says, why did you douse me? 13 says, because I can. 14 says, I claim to be doused from 1. 13 says, nah, I just wanted to. I also had. Rest in peace to me. 13 says, I also had absolutely no idea if you were telling the truth. 5 says, 15 is a hero. I say, thank you. 13 says, I just knew I had to kaboom. 6-time win. GG. 3 says, Red saved me from ASCII bloodlust. Nice play. I say, thank you, thank you. 13 says, you were doused in gas. Hell yeah, kaboom! Here are all the roles that we've had in this game. Double Asso, double serial killer, 4 people cavern, a pirate, and the town still won. Thank you so much for watching this video. Here are the ones that might interest you as well. Please like, comment and subscribe. See you soon in the next one.